Hi guys, just thought I'd do you a follow-up video on the Meta Power, just to answer some of the queries that I've been getting on the comments section on the video. So I did this week take the bike over to Stenning Bike Park, which is much more the intended terrain for the bike. It's got some really big features over there. It's kind of doubles and drops and all that kind of stuff that you expect a bike of this type, and it's a lot steeper as well in places. And it handled it amazingly. The terrain is kind of it's chalk with dust at the moment because it's quite dry in the UK, with roots and all kinds of stuff. And if you are looking for a bike a bit like the Kenevo, a bit like any of the bigger hitting e-bikes, it handles it with aplomb. Again, I would say compared to my Merida, the back end of the bike especially is a lot more manoeuvrable. You can really, if you like to kind of whip the bike, jumping wise, and whipping the back wheel around, it really suits this well and allows you to do it much more so than my Merida ever did with the 2.8 inch tyres on that bike. This is a lot more manoeuvrable. Front end, I've got my shock whiz, as you can see on the Lyric there. I've been playing around with a few settings on here, and that is working really nicely. Can't decide myself whether I like 25 or 30% sag, whether 30%'s a little bit, 30%'s a bit too low on the front end, but apart from that, really happy. Still dead chuffed with the tyres, cannot see any problems with those. Even doing the commute over to some of the bigger trails on the roads, they're running absolutely fine. So that's great. Brakes have started to bed in properly. If you have a look at the discs now, they are starting to get a nice wear mark on there and transfer their pad material across, which is great, which means you're getting a lot more bite up at the lever, of course. But they are specifically, as you would expect for an e-bike, I suppose, they are specifically high temperature pads, so you have to be going quite hard and quite fast to be able to generate any kind of grip on those brake pads. But again, if you are someone that's going to use it on flatter trails and you're not going to take it on anything steep and technical, then you can always change pad material to organic. Last thing I want to touch on is the stem height. Now, again, I mentioned this in a couple of the vids. Commencal cut the stem quite short when they send these bikes out. As you can see, there's two washers there. I personally think with the 20mm rise, when I first got on it, it was quite a different shape to the Merida. The Merida had a higher stack, and obviously it was a slightly shorter bike as well with the reach. So my body was leant over quite a lot more, and I thought that was going to be a problem, but it really isn't. So, all in all, drivetrain's running brilliantly, nothing's come loose. It's fantastic. And again, hopefully with this companion video, it completes the fact that it's a fantastic bike. So, yeah, from all angles, still very pretty indeed. Complements the rest of the fleet very nicely. So yeah, we're dead chuffed with it. I well recommend one.